first and 10. It's Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And down right around the 37. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Room here to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there on the run. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff.
Touchdown, Rams!
Here we go, here we go! Cooper Kupp
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he stopped immediately there.
Josh Jones there to get him down.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler.
And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Albert Okuebuna
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 10, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Oh, wide open, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Touchdown! It's complete. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos have broken the tie. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Singleton charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Into the secondary, past the 40. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a big play there for the Broncos. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Stafford here. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, it's Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, it's Stafford. Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
This pass caught by Hamler, and they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Wilson going to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. On first down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the 27, Wilson.
Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
Hey, get on. You got top.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got a man, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Stafford's throw taken in by Bourne.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll try the left side with Henderson. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Welcome back now to Denver. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Stafford on 3rd down.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford, open man, Higbee, the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Stafford on 1st down. Higbee secures it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again is Stafford. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Akers, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now Stafford will come up, trying to get his guys a 2-point conversion. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Throwing the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the
touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Denver. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Dancing to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. From the 41, Stafford. That's complete to Robinson.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Here's Stafford. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, Stafford.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys drop the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up.